Hi guys, this is Si from Nobbley's YouTube channel, home of kentbyways.co.uk. This is a quick demo, well not really a quick demo, quite a big demo of how to change chain and sprockets on a Tiger 800XC. As you can see, I've got tons of play. It's supposed to be between 20 and 30 millimeters of play in the chain. Basically this chain is knackered and it needs changing. Hence I've just purchased a full sprocket and chain set. Right, first job is to release both sides of the adjusters. So with a 13mm spanner, undo the locking nut. Right, once I've released some of the tension in the chain tensioners, it's just releasing some pressure off that back wheel. So 27mm ring spanner. Going to remove this chain guard, which is held on via two 8mm bolts, just to get out of the way. It's a bit easier to get the rear paddock stand on the swing arm. There you go. Next thing is to raise the bike on the paddock stand. So now we have a free running wheel, and you can see the extent of the wear on my train. That's ridiculous, so definitely needs a new one. So next job is just take the bolt off, big washer, rubber mallet, start knocking the shaft through, and there you go, wheel released. Chain should come off, wheel off. What I'm going to do next is just to be able to see the front sprocket. I'm going to remove this gear linkage. This is with an 8mm spanner at the top. There you go, and just make sure it's out the way. Right, this cover's held on with two bolts, one up here, one down there. 8mm again. So I'm going to release these. And there is front sprocket. Going to take off this chain guard as well, just to make it easier to see what I'm doing. It's held on by two Allen key bolts. That chain guard gone. Right, next up is one of the fun parts of doing a chain sprocket is getting the angle grinder out and taking off one of the rivets so you can get the chain off. Health and safety note here, goggles on, gloves on. Right, next thing you need to do is get yourself hold of a chain rivet remover, breaker, connector tool, which basically looks like this. What it does, you locate it on the chain after you've ground down the rivet. I've started pushing this one through as it is, just to show you. So locate it correctly, get the spindle, push it in, or screw it in, and what this should do is push the rivet out the other side. It's hard work, but and hopefully what we've got is a broken chain. There's a rivet that's come out. They're the two pieces of chain that's pushed it through. So that's a chain split. Chain can come off and be thrown in the bin. Next job is to take off these 6 14mm nuts holding on the rear sprocket. And sprocket pull straight off. Okay, I've given the all the swing arm and everything a good clean. The shock, you can actually see it's a yellow shock again. And now we're doing the obligatory what's in a box bit. Just got this from the postman, so hopefully we have chain and sprockets inside. What we got is a DID X-ring change for Triumph Tiger. Got a nice new front sprocket. And a nice new rear sprocket. So now we have the rear sprocket fitted, all torqued up. What I'll do, I'll put all the torque settings of all the different bolts right at the end on a JPEG, so you can see all the correct torque settings for putting the sprockets on and basically bolting the bike back together again. So basically what you've got to link up the chains, you've got these two ends, which basically connect over each other once they're pushed on with the chain connection tool. You've got 4 washers, 1, 2, put the chain through, 2 more washers on the end, that on the end, and use grease all in there just to grease these up, make sure these are fine. So what I'm going to do, got this end, put a load of grease on, special chain grease that come with the chain. Put 2 washers on that, on that, and then link 2 chains together. Like so. This is our linkage down there. So there's my linkage there. Now what I need to do is put some more grease on. Like so. Put 2 more O-rings on. 1, 2, and then I need to basically fit that onto there using the compression tool that I used to take off the rivets in the first place. So the compression tool obviously different now because it hasn't got the plunger to push out the rivets. What we've got is a flat sort of end there. We put in an end like that and basically locate it over the rivets or the link that you're compressing, like so, and then you screw that down, this bolt end here, use a spanner and compress the rivets through. As you can see, I started doing it, just got a little bit further to go. That one's almost through, that one's still got a bit to go. Just a word of warning with this procedure, it is extremely fiddly. Getting there. And that is almost there. Now when you push these rivets through, you've got to basically make it not too tight. There's got to be a linkage that moves. So a little bit further, and I think that'll be enough. Yep, that's perfect. Yeah, just checking them. These are free moving. Thought that one was in a bit tight, but it does move. Okay, happy with the right hand one of the pair. It's free moving like that. The left hand one is a bit stiff, so what I'm going to do is just push that rivet back out a little bit. Obviously now what I need to do is change the fitments on the tool. So we have a hollow end to go on that end for the pin to continue going through. than that. It's just screws finger tight near a damn it. And then we have this end screws into there like so. Right, and then we have another end that goes on there, which I need to go and find. Found the other end. That's the other end. All that does is screw into there, so then you've got two surfaces you can push against. Just make sure the plunger sort of just coming through like that. Put it back on, the one you want to shift, which is this one here. Make sure it inserts correctly, and all you need to do is just turn it, push it back out a bit. And there you go, you got a much freer running rivet now. Both are free running, they're not going to kink, they're not going to wear. So, very happy with those now. Now on to the next stage, which is basically compressing this, which pushes it out, so then it doesn't, so it locks like that, so that the pins don't go back out. Again, what I need to do is change the fitments on this tool to accommodate that. Okay, what I've done, just taking the rest of the tool apart. I've got two different fitments. This one been used before, screws into the end, hand tight. This, it's got a little nipple on the end which splays out those rivets. And what that does, that just screws into there. Like so. Again, it only has to be hand tight. Right, and now we fit over the link, making sure that the nipple goes in the rivet in the centre, which it is now, as you can see. Then all I have to do now is compress it. Look. There, it's beginning to compress out. A little bit more, I think. It's still free running. A little bit more, just to make sure. That's it, that's as far as it'll go. And you can see the difference between that's got nice straight edges, that's compressed out a bit, so that's locked in. All I've got to do is do the other side, exactly the same procedure. You can see the nipples in, so I'll tighten it up and compress it. And that is it, because I'm strong and it ain't going to go any further. Just make sure that both of these are still free running, which they are, and there you go.